You know, as a boy, I always remember Christmas being a time of great wonder for me. Though growing up in a family of seven in a three-bedroom apartment, uh, money and space was often scarce. Though my parents worked really hard for us, most months we were just scraping by. I remember always getting the Toys R Us catalog in the mail and cutting out remote control cars and putting them in my pockets, thinking that someday they might actually turn into a reality for me. And the Christmas of 1993 will be the Christmas I will never forget. That particular year was a hard year for us financially. You know, the kind of year where you hear your mom praying for food. And I often ask myself, was there going to be a Christmas this year? I remember my mom actually, she took on babysitting for a neighborhood couple to supplement our income. Though my dad was working two jobs, it would help meet our needs a little bit. And I remember scraping enough money together to buy a Christmas tree that year. And we placed it in the living room of our apartment and decorated it. And I remember the whole place smelling like a cedar forest. It was weeks away from Christmas, and my brothers and sister and I were sitting at the table waiting on breakfast. Mom was making the usual oatmeal. Man, I hated that stuff. I remember dousing it in as much syrup as I can to make it taste like anything besides chalk. The phone rings, my brother Bobby jumps up to grab it before my mom could stop him. Now, in the Barrett household, you don't just jump up and grab the phone. You let it go to the voice recorder because you don't want to find yourself on the other end of a bill collector. But it was too late. My brother answered it, hello, yes, she's here, and handed the phone to my mom. I remember the look on her face. You know that look that only moms can give you when you've done something terribly wrong? Hello, my mom politely says. Yes, this is she. A look of confusion starts to cover her face. I remember her shouting at me, Kenny, go over and turn on the radio to 99.5. I jumped up like a flash and turned the radio on, and it's my mom's voice on the radio. She's talking to this man and this woman. And they begin to explain that they're wanting to give a family a very special Christmas this year. And many folks have written in letters nominating who they believe deserve a special Christmas. And we got a letter from Valerie, the woman you babysit for. Valerie wrote about how much you care for her kids, even in the midst of trying to raise your own 5 kids, and how your love and sacrifice is often on display for those around you. So we've chose you today to gift a very special Christmas. And we have $500 cash for you. We have a $200 gift card voucher for food, and various other gifts. Tears were streaming down my mom's face, and we all just started rejoicing together. I remember coming out that Christmas morning, and I'd never seen so many presents underneath the tree. That Christmas for me was the first time I experienced the wonder of God. That He cares, that He's near, and that He comes through.